All right, welcome or welcome back, Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements. All right, we are going to see what your message is from Spirit for the month of May 2026. So this is a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we are going to get 3 oracles to get the general vibe of the month of May for you here. And then we will turn to tarot and get an overall energy, a challenge, and a focus area, and then clarify. Okay? All right. So let's get into it. Spirit, what can you tell us for the general vibe here for Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements for the month of May? 3 cards, please, if you don't mind. 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. And while I'm shuffling, if you feel the need to fast forward, please do so. Okay. So the first card out is visit. Unexpected visit, phone call, knock, riding by house. Okay. We have trash, too much, screenshot proof, letting go, throwing out memories. One more card, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, that one said around winter. So around winter might be significant. I don't take those cards for this, but something might have happened around winter. And then we've got call, expressing, conversation, unblocking, hearing your voice. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the tarot cards here, just looking at the oracles that came out, I feel that there's someone here that maybe there's a separation, maybe no contact situation here. There's someone that feels that you're avoiding them possibly, and this person really does want to they want to talk with you. They miss hearing your voice. Okay. It is possible that you block this person. Okay. But it's possible also for some of you out there, and take it as it resonates, but this person might, or you might feel like this person kind of does things over the top. Like maybe they do things in excess. So that could be with anything. All right. And whatever that could be, you might have some proof of that, which caused you to let this go. Okay. So we'll have to see what that's all about. Okay. So I am actually going to split the deck. Okay. Spirit, with 1 card, please. What is the overall energy for Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements for May of 2026, please? 1 card, please. Ooh. All right, we've got 2. Sometimes we have 2 cards. Okay, so we've got the Devil and we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. And what do we have for the challenge, please, Spirit? 1 card. Even though I say 1 card, it doesn't always obviously come out 1 card. Okay, well, this one is 2 also. All right, we've got the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups for the challenge. And then 1 card, please, for the focus area. Okay, well, we got 1 for that one. And that is the 8 of Swords. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords, followed by the 9 of Swords. Let's see here. Followed by Strength. Yeah, Strength. Okay. All right. So we're going to clarify these in just a moment. But looking at this here, obviously there were toxicities involved, okay, in this connection. So male or female, doesn't matter the gender here. But we do have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. So it could be that this person was acting very arrogantly, okay, thinking that they are, maybe better than other people. um Sometimes the Queen of Wands in reverse uses their power against other people, where they, obviously still know their they know their value, but they use it against other people sometimes. Okay. um let's see here. Yeah, and there, with the trash card here and the devil as well, I feel like there were, definite issues, possibly addiction issues. There could be issues with maybe multiple parties. Okay, maybe this person likes to, party a lot. Okay. But the Queen of Wands in reverse is also someone that's very, demanding. They have confidence issues. They can be jealous and selfish, and sometimes even be like, like kind of like bullying almost. Okay. All right. So like I said, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. But yeah, there's something going on with this person. With the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords being in the challenge position, I feel like, this person, they could have played mind games, manipulated you. They obviously were wanting to win at all cost here. This person could have confused you with maybe certain things that they would say or do, and that was part of these mind games and manipulation. Okay. I also feel like, this person could have put you in competition with other people. Again, a form of manipulation. And they made you feel like an option, even if, there were no other options. Again, it's a form of manipulation. So the fact of the matter is that in the challenge position here is that there were a lot of, manipulative tactics involved here, it seems. Toxicities. And this person was just not in positive energy at all. Okay. And then, with the focus being the Eight of Swords, I feel like, this person had put you in your head. This person had basically put you in a state where you were in a state of anxiety constantly. Okay. And that could have been because of all the manipulation and the mind games. It could have been because they were trying to confuse you and, make you feel like you weren't good enough. Okay. And you could be a very confident person, and because of this person, they, made you feel like you were less than. Okay. So having the King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and Strength at the bottom, I feel like, you know this person kind of put you in sword energy. This person, and they could have acted in sword energy as well at times, where they could have been hot and cold with you. They could have been in Wands energy sometimes and been hot and heavy at sometimes, and then they could also be in swords energy and be more like in their head and closing off their heart space. They could have detached from you for God knows how long. I mean, it could be, days, weeks, months, whatever the case might have been. But this person is used to doing that. They feel like they can do that. They can treat people that way. Okay. They might have, been pretty cold with their words, even. Okay. And all of this not only contributed to the Eight of Swords here, but it also puts you in your head at night as well with the Nine of Swords. Feel like this person put you in a state of constant anxiety, you know, anxious during the day, not sleeping at night. Maybe you have turned, or maybe you had turned to certain substances, or maybe like sleeping pills or something to help you sleep, because I feel like this person had you in your head constantly. Okay. And part of the reason is because, you know, I feel like this person did hold back from you. They held back a lot of truths, a lot of honesty. And this person really challenged the inner strength that you had. Okay. And I feel like, you know, it's possible that maybe this connection was a strong connection. You know, you had a strong connection with this person. And that really was difficult for you to either break away from or to, you know, keep that inner strength that you usually have. Okay. Obviously, take it as it resonates. That's how I'm feeling with the cards that are coming out here. Okay. And, you know, always, you know, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. Okay. But, all right. So, Spirit, 3 cards, please, to clarify the Devil, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse, please. I'm bending my cards again. Okay. So, the first card out is the 7 of Wands. We also have the Tower. And one more card, please, Spirit. Those are the same cards that came out for Scorpio so far. Okay, and then we have the Chariot. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have, on the bottom of the deck, we have Death. Okay, which is your card, Scorpio. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh, I was just talking about Scorpio. We're on to Sagittarius. I apologize. I was just talking about Scorpio. And the 7 of Wands and the Tower came out with Scorpio. So the Death is actually a card of Scorpio. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio possibly, or someone with Scorpio in their chart. Okay, so anyway, let's get on with this. So as far as clarifying here, the Devil and the Queen of Wands in reverse, you know, obviously you saw that there were toxicities. You saw that things were, you know, unhealthy with this person. The connection was becoming unhealthy. You know, this person was putting you in your head and playing games with you, and you obviously had enough, right? So you put up some walls here. You obviously, you know, possibly block this person either physically, emotionally, or energetically, or all of the above. Okay. So you put your defenses up here against this person. Okay. And, you know, when you did that, it basically brought a tower here because I feel like this person was not expecting this from you. All right. So I'm not sure how long you had gone along with this or how, you know, how much you allowed this person to do this to you, but this person was not expecting this. So it really did, you know, shock this person. Okay. This was a shock to them. And with the Chariot, you know, you said, I'm moving forward without you. I am moving on from you. And you know, there could be physical distance from you as well, or you might have put physical distance between you. Okay. So that might be just for some of you out there. But yeah, with the Chariot here, I feel like there could have also been a runner chaser dynamic possibly at one point, but take that as it resonates. Um, but yeah, I feel like you just put up your wall, you blocked this person, and you shook up the foundation of this connection and you moved away from this. Okay. You felt, you know, that you're working on your peace on your own and getting back to a peaceful state of living was more important than, you know, having this person in your life. So on the bottom of the deck, you know, we have Death, and, you know, there was an ending, obviously. With, you know, death is about endings and transformations. So I feel like this was definitely a connection full of lessons, and I feel like you're possibly a different person after dealing with this person in the situation. Okay. But this was meant to transform both of you, and I don't know if this person has transformed, you know, because I feel like this could be a person where they feel like, you know, they can play with people. and play with people's hearts and unfortunately get away with it. Okay, that might not be for all of you, but that's just the feeling I'm getting with these cards. Okay, so Spirit, to clarify the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords, please, 3 cards. Okay, so the first card out is the Moon. What else do we have, Spirit? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay. All right. So I know that earlier we did talk about the issues with the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords being in the challenge position. I do feel like this person is hiding quite a bit of things from you. Okay. So this person is not honest, being honest with you. They have not been honest with you. There is at least something that this person has been withholding from you, if not multiple things. Okay. I feel like this person definitely has things, skeletons in their closet. They have things that, like I said, they're hesitant to talk about. And you might have gotten intuitively, like some nudges as far as knowing that or realizing that this person was hiding things from you. Okay. So they could have been hiding other parties, especially if they did make you feel like an option. It is possible also that with the Five of Swords that this person was wanting to have their cake and eat it too. And so they could be hiding that as well. Okay. Yeah. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like you both felt very passionately toward one another. Okay. I know that you're a fire sign. And, no matter what this other person's sign is, I mean, you're a very passionate person. I mean, we all have the capacity to be, to have that type of passion in us, but, fire signs definitely. But, I feel like you both want this to work out. You both want this passion back. And that might be a challenge as well, because I feel like the passion that's in this connection kind of took over. And the passion that this person feels and felt for you is what fueled them to keep stringing you along, keep playing these games with you. They were trying to get something from you. I don't know if it was attention or your energy, or, maybe it was sexual energy. Okay. I'm not sure. It's going to be different for all of you. But, this person really has been focusing more on passion. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, I mean, I feel like, because the Queen of Wands, that's a card of passion as well. So I feel like, you're dealing with somebody that is very passionate about you. Okay. And they do prioritize passion in their life. So it's possible with this trash card, maybe this person goes out and parties all the time, or maybe they're just going out all the time, screwing around with other people and not really thinking twice about it. Okay. Because, they're really out there just for those superficial pleasures. Okay. And so unfortunately, because of that, because of all of this, because of the issues with passion being the number one priority here, by there being secrets, and things hidden, by this person, making you feel like an option, confusing you, possibly putting you in competition, triangulating you with other people, wanting to win at all cost, playing games with you. I feel like it, even though you both might want to move on to calmer waters with one another, that's going to be a complete and utter challenge, unfortunately. Okay. So all of these things are contributing to the challenge here. So, there's definitely space between you two with the Hermit. I feel like, you both, definitely are in a no contact type situation here. I feel like you're trying to heal yourself and go within and try to, introspect and figure out how you can move on from this and learn your lessons and be a, different transform yourself, basically a different version of yourself, for the better. I'm just hoping that this person is doing that as well. Okay. Yeah. Because that is something that's definitely needed here. Okay. But it's possible too with the Hermit that maybe, you've had people reach out to you wanting to hang out or, go to different functions or something like that. And it's possible that, because of this situation, you're just kind of down in the dumps and you just don't really want to leave the house. So, that's not good either. Hopefully that's not the case. All right. So 3 cards here for the 8 of Swords, Spirit. 3 cards for the 8 of Swords. Okay. All right. Once again, we've got the Hermit that popped out. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we have the Sun. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. All right. So as far as the focus, so if you are still feeling anxious, if you're still feeling like you're in your head about this situation, Spirit is saying definitely go within. Okay. So if you haven't hermited yet, if you haven't gone within and taken some time, alone time to yourself, where you can maybe meditate or just maybe get a massage, do some nice things for yourself and try to relax and try to heal yourself, okay, from this situation. Okay. With the Knight of Cups, I am feeling like, this person could come back, okay, with some kind of love offer. It could be like a love bombing type thing. But with the Sun, I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on what, whatever is making you happy. Okay. So I feel like if this person is returning, I feel like things might come to light here. I would demand answers, whatever, this person is hiding from you. But the problem is that I'm not sure how much you trust this person. Okay. So it could be, if this person comes back, that when they come in and they give you some kind of love offer, you understand that it is kind of love bombing. Okay. And it's something that's illuminated to you intuitively. Okay. I feel like this person is getting karma with Justice. All right. Let me see. I'm going to ask Spirit, is this yes or no? Is this person coming back to Sagittarius? Yes or no, please. Tell us if this person is returning as the Knight of Cups here. Okay, that was not a flip over. Yes or no, is this person returning to Sagittarius with a love offer? Okay. So we have Strength. So I take that as a yes. That's a yes card on my list here. So yeah, this person could be returning to you here. Okay. Again, now that I reshuffled, we've got the 2 of Cups now. So this person does feel like you're a soulmate of theirs, and they could very well be a soulmate. But the thing is that soulmates are not always meant to stay in our lives. Sometimes they're here for a reason. Sometimes they're here for a season, right? And sometimes they're here forever. So, it's possible that this was a connection that was supposed to teach both of you lessons and that you move on from, especially if, this person has hurt you enough that, you're done. Okay. So I do feel like this person is going to be coming back. They might be coming in with some kind of love offer, but like I said, it could be considered something like love bombing. All right. Especially with this card that says too much here. Okay. It's possible that, maybe this person's done that in the past too. But yeah, follow your intuition, because spirit wants you to do whatever makes you happiest here. And if this person is putting you, if they routinely put you in your head here, spirit is saying, how, I don't feel that this person is what your true happiness is. Okay. But obviously we all have free will. I'm just letting you know what the overall energy is here for you for the month of May and what to look out for. Okay. So, well, obviously we have the visit and the call card as well. I forgot about that. So, that was confirmation. Yes, this person is coming back. And it could be an unexpected visit. Hopefully they're not riding by your house. Hopefully it'll be a phone call or a text or a DM or something, but they do want to talk to you. Okay. So use your discretion, use your discernment, follow your intuition. Okay. All right. Well, Sagittarius, I hope this reading helped. I hope it brought you clarity and insight. If you feel like it resonated, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care and namaste.